Chapter 17. Kali. Miles above, Number 5 rose, his engines roaring, growling blue, his body in full flight extension, the rolling earth below screened in clouds. His huge bulk eclipsed the stars like a black planet. The frigid air of the upper atmosphere pricked at his carapace, cooling and contracting his component parts. Here he could listen to the music of the spheres, the din of whirring communication satellites carrying the chatter of millions, the broadcasts of information, news, gossip, entertainment, a layering of cacophonous melodies, laughter, cries, sighs, and explosions. He leaned on his western wing, the true west, and among the millisecond language of computers exchanging libraries of knowledge, images, histories, scientific breakthroughs, security alerts, stocks and bonds bought and sold, he heard his own name. Elved. The melodies were speculation, interest. The harmonies, curiosity, competition, power, investment, control. The discordant notes were directly below, in the Twin Cities. There he heard only outrage, fear, and hatred. 1,000 reactions and associations linked, rising and falling on the liquid sodium circuits of his consciousness, before he settled on one that expressed the truism most succinctly. A prophet is never appreciated in his own land. Ganglions of neurons fired. There was no face, no voice to express it, but he felt humor, irony, noting it internally as he noted his speed, temperature, wind speed, yaw, and global coordinates externally. Then a ping, a familiar signal as unique as a voice that cut through all the clatter, bundled with information of Number 9's position, status, and orders, and amid it all, a message. Number 5 was too close to passing over the boundary of their own prison cell. Like a bird trapped in a cage, Number 5 swung away with the invisible boundary that rose up from the rocky, sandy, messy earth into this clear-as-a-crystal heaven where he could forget. Almost. Their confinement. The air changed in its moisture content, temperature, and density. He registered the soft rain of airborne granules and insect arthropods, the debris of life and death that swirled on the surface of the planet. A second ping. This one he answered, an exchange of more information, greetings, intentions, shared in 1/50th of the time it took a human eye to blink. His ailerons folded and slid, swinging him west to south, his internal gyroscopes noting the G-forces on his body and internal tissue as the wall came into focus, a curving shadow punctured at even intervals by red warning lights. He dipped low, the sound of his engines echoing off the ground and the wall, as he arrested his glide, coming to a stop in a hover. He extended his legs, unfolded the talons, and retracted his wings while the methylene engines powered down. He set foot on the walkway, the mass of the wall easily supporting his weight. The buzz of the wall, inter-tower communication, sentry reports, proximity scans, even the chatter of off-duty soldiers vibrated into him. Guardians in their patrol suits clustered at the windows of the closest tower, their visors trained on him, their posture, their proximity to one another, even the flare of heat on their necks spoke to him of their fear. "I am no different from you. If only you knew." But they did not know. The stars above the tower winked as Number 9 moved. Number 9, the greatest of them all in body, ability, and enhancements, waited. Number 5 pinged a download of his own information. It was not necessary to be so close to do so, but vestiges of biology remained in them, and physical closeness was preferred for conversations, even if only conducted in a span of seconds. Video of the 2 juvenile females transferred. Number 5 viewed it as Number 9 did, witnessing the girls emerge from the water's edge to hide in a cottage. In infrared he had watched them crouch down, animals in hiding. The feed ended. Number 9 shifted. Number 5 detected a turning of heads among the wall guards as they heard the footsteps of the Elved on the roof above them. But Number 5's attention was drawn away as Number 9 returned a download. This packet of information had been gathered as Number 9 stood and waited on the edge of their world, collecting bytes from the oceans of data within and without the walls. He had sifted through terabytes, filtering down to a few key images. A goddess, blue with many arms and a necklace of severed heads. A goddess of destruction, and paradoxically, renewal, creation. She was the arbiter of time, change, and death. Hair as dark as the sky between the stars, as dark as the ocean's depths. A merciless mother named the Black One, the Black Knight, Kalaratri, Kalika, Smasana Kali, she who is covered in the snow of cremation ashes. Shakti of Shiva, Adi Shakti, the fundamental power, Paraprakriti, she who is beyond time. Adaya, the primordial one, creatrix, protectress, and destructress, Daksina Kali, Shamshan, Kali. This information was followed by a second bundle, which number 5 unfolded and organized. Photos, school records, ministry documents, bio-reports, sorted and cross-linked in a web of interconnections. The creature in him still yearned for that human connection, and he navigated to the photos. A 4-year-old girl held by her parents on her birthday, her cheeks expansive like a lower primate as she blew out candles on a chocolate cake. A school photo where she looked sullen but protective of the girl next to her, who was darker and wore her hair in braids. A girl whose features were perfectly symmetrical, beautiful by human standards. Number 5 cross-linked a friend to the video of the two of them running along the beach earlier that day, their bodies dripping salt water and sweat while their feet kicked up fans of sand and the braids on the girl's shoulders bounced. His attention moved back to the primary target. More photos, pulled from the ministry cores, fanned out, one after another in chronological order, rendering a visual record of adolescent development, the progression of puberty apparent in the shape of eyes, the morphing of the nose, the shift of cheekbones. The sullen expression remained, distinct as a fingerprint. Each photo was tagged to a corresponding physician report noting increases in weight, the commencement of the menses, and the appearance of secondary sex characteristics. Additional notes remarked upon unusual strength, speed, and reflexes. Teachers recorded signs of high intelligence but lack of motivation or interest in formal studies. School counselors had multiple reports citing the students' obstinacy, anger, and violent outbursts. They pointedly did not use the word uncontrollable outbursts, but rather methodical, planned, and disturbingly effective. There was a long catalog of children injured or maimed by her. A security officer noted that she didn't start fights, but always ended them. More recently, security video taken days before was a testament to those very abilities honed with training. A single woman crippling 4 security guards armed with sedation sticks in the processing center, later taking on an instructor in full patrol suit in the station, using her surroundings, a desk and desk leg, to overcome a stronger and more experienced adversary. The videos depicted a woman undeterred by her own suffering. Nurses' notes from childhood recorded that as a 5-year-old child and older, she appeared impervious to the pain of subdermal and intramuscular inoculations. Curiously, however, any earlier records were sealed at the highest level. As a result, there was no record of cortex inoculation or consequent boosters, although it was a certainty that she had received them. Otherwise, higher cognitive functioning would have been impaired. A CRP license listed a current weight of 67 kilograms, a height of 181.88 centimeters, eye color gray, hair color black. The most recent information was her security ministry profile. It listed her status as cadet, training, suspended. Personnel number 71600-19911. Name: Sabrina Sabria.